You think you're helping the planet. You rinse the bottle, toss it in the blue bin, and feel good. But what if I told you that plastic never got recycled? Not yesterday. Not ever. We've been sold a dream. A clean, green future, where recycling saves the earth. But behind the scenes, it's a different story. A story of broken promises, of mountains of plastic, and of a system designed to fail. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal what really happens to your recycling and why the truth has been hidden for so long. If you've ever believed in the power of that little triangle symbol, you need to hear this. It starts with a simple message: reduce, reuse, recycle. We learned it in school. We saw it on billboards. Even brands use it to look responsible. But here's the catch. Only a small percentage of plastic is ever truly recycled. According to the EPA, less than 10 of plastic waste in the U.S. actually makes it through the recycling process. The rest? It's burned, buried, or shipped away. And still, we're told to keep recycling, to keep doing our part, while the system quietly fails behind the scenes. It's not just a broken process. It's a carefully crafted illusion, and millions still believe in it. You can't see them, you can't taste them, but they're already inside you. Microplastics, tiny fragments of broken down plastic, smaller than a grain of sand. They've been found in bottled water, in table salt, in seafood, even the air we breathe. A study in 2022 revealed something shocking. The average person could be ingesting a credit card's worth of plastic every single week. Think about that. You might be swallowing plastic right now, while sipping your tea, or biting into your favorite snack. And the worst part? We don't fully understand what it's doing to us yet. Our immune systems, our organs, even our brains could be slowly impacted by these invisible invaders. This isn't some distant threat. It's already happening. Inside every one of us. You wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, apply lotion, start your day. But did you know, you might be rubbing plastic into your skin? From face scrubs to toothpaste, from shampoos to makeup. Many personal care products contain microbads, tiny plastic particles used for texture, shine, or exfoliation. They don't dissolve. They don't break down. They go straight down your drain and into our rivers, lakes, and oceans. What seems harmless in the mirror can cause lifelong harm in the environment. Marine life mistake microbads for food. And once eaten, these plastics travel up the food chain until they're back on our plates. And even worse, some plastics and cosmetics carry toxic chemicals, which means every time we use them, we're risking more than just skin irritation. So the next time you shop for beauty or hygiene, check the label. Look for words like polyethylene, polypropylene, or acrylate, because beauty should never come at the cost of your health or the planet. You might think plastic is outside your food, but what if it's inside too? From the packaging on your snacks, to the tea bag in your cup, to the lining inside your canned soup, plastic is quietly sneaking into your meals. Most food wrappers, coffee cups, and frozen dinners use a thin layer of plastic to stay sealed. It keeps things fresh, but under heat or friction, that plastic can leach chemicals into your food. Even that paper cup of hot coffee, it's lined with plastic. And when hot liquid touches it, tiny plastic particles can melt off, ending up in your drink. Then there's bottled water. Studies have found thousands of microplastic particles in just 1 liter. And plastic in our food doesn't just pass through. It can stay in your body, disrupt hormones, affect your gut, even reach your bloodstream. We're not just eating food anymore. We're eating traces of packaging, pollution, and plastic convenience. And most people don't even know it. But now you do. And every choice, every meal, could be a small stand against this invisible threat. We used to think plastic was harmless. Just packaging, just containers, nothing serious. But science is now saying something very different. And the truth is disturbing. Tiny plastic particles, called microplastics, have been found in our blood, our lungs, even our placentas. That's right. Unborn babies are now exposed to plastic before birth, and we don't even fully understand what that means. Some plastics contain BPA, a chemical that mimics estrogen. It's been linked to cancer, infertility, and early puberty. Others contain phthalates, which are tied to hormone disruption and developmental problems in children. These plastics don't just pass through us. They can settle in our organs. They can mess with our immune system. They can confuse our cells. And because they're so small, they slip past our defenses silently, invisibly, constantly. Every bottle we drink from, every container we heat in the microwave, every product we trust without thinking, it all adds up. We're not just surrounded by plastic. We're absorbing it. And the cost isn't just environmental. It's deeply personal. It's in our bodies. And it's changing our health from the inside out. Plastic pollution isn't just ugly. It's deadly. Every year, over 100,000 marine animals die from eating or getting trapped in plastic. Turtles mistake plastic bags for jellyfish. Seabirds feed plastic pellets to their chicks. Whales wash up with stomachs full of plastic. And it's not just in oceans. In forests, rivers, deserts, even the Arctic, animals are choking, starving, and suffering because of our throwaway culture. Elephants in Asia have been found eating plastic from roadside dumps. Deer in Japan have died after ingesting plastic packaging. Fish in freshwater lakes have microplastics in their flesh. This isn't isolated. It's everywhere. From the depths of the Mariana Trench to the top of Mount Everest, plastic has left no corner untouched. And the heartbreaking truth, most of these animals are innocent victims. They didn't choose this. We did. Every piece of plastic we discard has the potential to become a weapon, a silent killer in nature's most fragile places. This is not just pollution. This is destruction, and it's happening on our watch. We often think of plastic as something we can touch. But what about the plastic we breathe? Yes, microplastics are now in the air. Tiny particles float around us, invisible to the naked eye, but everywhere, from city streets to mountaintops. Every time a car tire wears down, tiny plastic particles are released. Every time synthetic clothes are washed, microfibers escape into the air and water. Even indoor air is filled with microplastics, from carpets, furniture, electronics, and plastic packaging. And we're inhaling them. With every breath, we could be breathing in particles of plastic that settle deep in our lungs. Some scientists now believe these particles may cause inflammation, disrupt hormones, and even weaken the immune system. The worst part? We don't fully know the long-term effects yet, but the early signs are disturbing. This is no longer just an environmental issue. It's a public health crisis in disguise. When plastic enters the air, it enters us. And that's a problem we can't afford to ignore. Think plastic only affects the environment? Think again. It's now inside the food you eat. Tiny fish mistake plastic for plankton. Birds feed plastic to their young. Even whales have been found with plastic bags inside their stomachs. But it doesn't stop with ocean animals. Those plastics break down into microplastics, and they don't disappear. They move up the food chain, from fish to larger predators, and eventually to us. Studies have found microplastics in seafood, salt, honey, and even vegetables. Yes, even plants can absorb plastic particles from contaminated soil or water. It's not just about eating a fish with plastic inside. It's about accumulating toxins over years of consuming food from a polluted ecosystem. Plastic can act like a sponge, soaking up harmful chemicals like pesticides, heavy metals, and industrial waste. Then it carries those chemicals into your body. So when you think of plastic pollution, don't just think of the ocean. Think of your dinner plate, your drinking water, and your children's future. This is how plastic quietly invades our lives, one bite at a time. You've seen the labels. Biodegradable, eco-friendly, plant-based plastic. Sound good, right? But here's the truth. Not all green is actually green. Many companies use greenwashing, a tactic to make products look sustainable without real change behind the scenes. For example, a product says biodegradable plastic, but it only breaks down under specific industrial conditions, which most landfills don't provide. So it ends up sitting in the landfill anyway, just like regular plastic. Or a company switches to paper straws, but still wraps every item in layers of plastic. These half measures create false hope. and slow down real progress. Why? Because they make us feel like we're helping when we're not. Even worse, some brands spend more on marketing their green image than on actually reducing waste. They change packaging but not production. They make recyclable claims but don't invest in collection or processing systems. It's deception, wrapped in a green ribbon. So next time you see an eco-label, ask yourself, is this a real solution or just a distraction? Because the fight against plastic can't be won with clever slogans. It takes real action, not green smoke and mirrors. You might be thinking, I'm just one person. What difference can I make? But here's the truth. Every movement starts with a single step, and every solution starts with someone who cares. You have more power than you think. Start small. Refuse single-use plastics. Carry a reusable water bottle. Say no to plastic bags and straws. Buy in bulk. Choose products with less packaging. Support businesses that care about sustainability. At home, recycle right. Educate your family. Talk to your kids about plastic waste. At work, raise awareness. Suggest eco-friendly options. Be the voice that sparks a conversation. Online, share what you learn. Post, repost, educate, amplify. You never know who you'll inspire. Vote for leaders who prioritize the environment. Support policies that limit plastic production and fund sustainable solutions. And most importantly, don't give up. This is not just a crisis. It's a challenge. And challenges create change. When millions of us take small steps, together, they become a global shift. So yes, your actions matter. Your choices matter. Your voice matters. The future depends on all of us. It starts with you. Close your eyes and imagine the world your children will inherit. Will they walk along clean beaches or coastlines buried in plastic? Will they swim in clear blue oceans or navigate waters choked with trash? The choices we make today build the reality of their tomorrow. We are writing their future with every bottle we buy, every wrapper we throw, every habit we refuse to change. And here's the hardest truth of all. They didn't create this mess. We did, but they'll live in it unless we do something now. So ask yourself, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? A planet gasping for breath, or one thriving with life and beauty? We can go back in time, but we can shape what's to come. Let's not leave behind a world filled with regrets. Let's pass down something better, cleaner, healthier, wiser. Because one day, our children will ask us, when you knew what was happening, what did you do? Let's have an answer we can be proud of. So now you know the truth. The plastic crisis isn't somewhere far away. It's in your home, your habits, your hands. Every choice matters. Every voice counts. And every action shapes our future. We can't undo the past, but we can rewrite what happens next. This planet is our home, and we don't get a second one. If this message opened your eyes, don't let it stop here. Share this video. Talk about it. Change something today. And if you believe in a cleaner, smarter, plastic-free world, subscribe now to Let's Talk Plastics. Because this isn't just a video, it's a movement. And we need you in it. Thank you for watching. Stay aware, stay active, and stay hopeful. We're Let's Talk Plastics, and we're not stopping until the world changes.